Have you ever felt that chill down your spine when you see those intense headlines about wars, crises, and global threats? It's not paranoia, it's the reality many people around the world are starting to sense. Something big and dangerous might be on the horizon. Imagine the chaos World War III could unleash, and right in the middle of it, some folks aren't just ready, they have solid plans to face the worst. The tension is thick in the air, and understanding their preparation might be your key too. Feeling safer too. The world seems to be teetering on the edge of collapse. With sirens already sounding in many places, even if most people prefer to pretend everything's fine. Now, think about this. While most scramble for food and water, only after the apocalypse knocks, preppers stay calm, organized, and fully stocked for any storm. That's the line between chaos and calm, despair and hope. Curious how they pull this off? Let's dive deep into this little-known world. First things first, this isn't about cheap alarmism. We're talking strategic planning, a survival mindset, and daily discipline. It's like playing chess, where every piece has a place and moves calculated to win. And here's the kicker. Many preppers started slow, taking simple steps anyone can follow. You might be surprised how this mindset can save lives and totally change how we face the future. Lately, the news has been packed with stories about political tensions, military moves, and economic crashes that seem to be piling up, like a powder keg ready to blow. These aren't just headlines, they're signals that the world is shifting beneath our feet. Preppers watch these signs closely, reading between the lines to spot the early tremors of chaos. It's not about fear, but about seeing the game before it's fully played, preparing while others are still distracted. Imagine this. While governments debate and alliances form or break, everyday people could find themselves caught in the crossfire, unprepared and overwhelmed. That's exactly why preppers emphasize readiness now, not later. They don't wait for the panic to set in. Instead, they build their defenses, stockpiles, and skills while the world still spins normally. This way, when the storm hits, they're standing firm, ready to face whatever comes their way. You might wonder, what does this mean for someone just starting out? It means paying attention, yes, but also taking smart, manageable steps. Learning to read global events without getting paralyzed by panic. Maybe start by following trusted news sources that focus on facts, or joining local prepper groups to swap ideas. It's a mindset shift from passive observer to active participant in your own safety and future. When you hear the word prepper, what pops into your mind? It's not just about stockpiling canned beans or hiding in a bunker, a whole mindset behind it. Preppers are everyday people who take responsibility for their own survival, no matter what life throws at them. They're planners, thinkers, and doers who believe that waiting for disaster to strike before acting is simply too late. Preppers come from all walks of life. Teachers, mechanics, parents, or even city dwellers with no wilderness experience. What unites them isn't their background, but their commitment to self-reliance. They don't rely solely on governments or strangers to save them. Instead, they develop skills, gather resources, and create plans tailored to their unique situations. It's a proactive lifestyle, not a last-minute panic. If you're curious about what it means to be a prepper, think of it like being the captain of your own ship in a storm. You can't control the waves, but you can learn to steer, patch leaks, and navigate to safety. It's about empowerment and peace of mind. And the best part, anyone can start, whether that means learning first aid, building a small emergency kit, or just paying closer attention to your surroundings. Preppers aren't just daydreaming about disaster, they're rolling up their sleeves and getting down to business. When it comes to prepping for something as massive as World War III, they focus on practical, strategic steps that cover every angle. From building food and water reserves to assembling survival kits, every move is deliberate and aimed at lasting through uncertainty. Stockpiling isn't about hoarding, it's about smart planning. Preppers rotate their food supplies to keep everything fresh and focus on non-perishables that pack a nutritional punch. Water storage and filtration are top priorities, because clean water can be scarce when supply chains break down. Beyond that, tools like multi-tools, reliable knives, and portable generators become lifelines that keep them prepared for whatever scenario. But it's not just about gear. Preppers also train hard, learning first aid, navigation, and communication tactics. Many practice evacuation drills, mapping escape routes, and establishing safe meeting points with family or trusted friends. This level of readiness means when chaos hits, they're not frozen by fear, but ready to adapt and survive. It's a lifestyle of constant vigilance and steady action. Preppers don't just plan, they gear up with essentials that make all the difference when things hit the fan. Multi-tools, high-powered flashlights, portable water filters, and compact generators are just the beginning. These tools ensure that even in the worst-case scenario, basic needs like cutting, lighting, water, purification, and power supply are covered. Having the right gear can literally save lives when chaos takes over. Beyond the basics, many preppers invest in items often overlooked but crucial for survival. Walkie-talkies to stay connected when cell networks fail. Full first aid kits to handle medical emergencies, and durable clothing built to withstand harsh conditions. The key is quality and versatility. No disposable gear that'll quit on you when you need it most. These thoughtful choices turn a simple kit into a lifeline. If you want to know exactly which gear is a must-have to be ready for a crisis like WW3, check out the link in the comments. There you'll find a detailed list of top products from combat knives to premium water filters handpicked to help you build your own survival kit without mistakes. Preparation is power, and the right kit is the foundation of that strength. When it comes to prepping, some items stand out as absolute game changers, essentials that no survival kit should be without. Think of a sharp, reliable knife. It's the Swiss Army of tools, useful for everything from building shelter to preparing food. Then there's the multi-tool, a compact powerhouse that packs pliers, screwdrivers, and blades into one handy device, making life easier when you're miles from help. Another must-have is a dependable flashlight, preferably LED with long battery life or rechargeable options. Darkness is one of the biggest challenges during crises, and having light can mean the difference between safety and danger. Add to that a quality water filter, something portable and efficient that ensures access to clean drinking water no matter where you find yourself. These tools aren't just gear, they're survival lifelines. But prepping isn't just about objects, it's about knowing how and when to use them. For example, a good knife in the hands of someone who knows basic bushcraft skills can be a lifesaver, while a fancy flashlight without charged batteries is just dead weight. That's why many preppers combine gear acquisition with training, learning skills like fire making, navigation, and first aid to truly harness their equipment's potential. Prepping isn't just about gear, it's a mindset, a way of thinking, that sets preppers apart from the crowd. It's about discipline, patience, and the willingness to plan ahead while others ignore the warning signs. This mental toughness allows them to stay calm when panic sweeps through, turning fear into focused action. Think of it as mental armor, protecting them from being overwhelmed by chaos. Daily habits matter too. Many preppers create routines that build resilience over time, regularly checking supplies, updating plans, and honing skills. It's like training a muscle. The more consistent the practice, the stronger the survival instincts become. This discipline makes the difference between being reactive and proactive when crisis hits, giving preppers a crucial edge in chaotic situations. Moreover, preppers embrace continuous learning, whether it's reading survival books like Survival Handbook by John Lofty Wiseman, attending workshops, or practicing emergency drills. They know knowledge is their greatest weapon. This mindset doesn't just prepare them for war, it prepares them for life's unexpected storms. Whatever shape they take, sometimes the best way to understand prepping is through stories, real-life examples, or imagined situations that bring the strategy to life. Picture a community hit by sudden disaster where those prepared with food, water, and skills managed not just to survive but to help others. These stories aren't just inspiring. They highlight the tangible benefits of thinking ahead and taking action before it's too late. Imagine the early days of a global conflict. Panic everywhere. Supply chains broken. Chaos in the streets. Now, contrast that with a prepper family calmly executing their evacuation plan, communicating via radios, and relying on their carefully stocked supplies. This hypothetical scenario illustrates how preparation can transform fear into control, and desperation into hope, even when the world seems to be falling apart. These stories, whether real or hypothetical, serve as powerful reminders that survival isn't luck, it's a combination of preparation, mindset, and quick thinking. They also help us see how small actions taken today can ripple into life-saving differences tomorrow. And this brings us naturally to what anyone can do right now to begin their own prepper journey. Starting to prepare for a potential crisis might feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. The key is taking small, manageable steps that build confidence and readiness over time. For example, you could begin by assembling a basic emergency kit with water, non-perishable food, and a flashlight. Even learning a simple skill like how to purify water or basic first aid can set you apart when disaster strikes. Another practical action is to stay informed without falling into panic. Follow reliable news sources, keep an eye on local alerts, and consider joining online or local prepper communities to swap tips and support. These connections can provide invaluable advice and encouragement as you build your preparedness gradually. Remember, prepping is a marathon, not a sprint. The beauty of starting now is that you don't need to be perfect from day one. Each small improvement adds up, turning anxiety into empowerment. So, maybe today you research the best water filters or practice packing a bug-out bag. The journey toward readiness begins with a single step, and who knows where it might take you next. Now that you've seen how preppers are gearing up for the possibility of World War III, the real question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Will you wait until the chaos hits, or will you start taking small, smart steps today to protect yourself and your loved ones? Think about it. What's more empowering than knowing you're prepared when everyone else is scrambling? Drop a comment below sharing what prep step you're planning to take first, or what worries you the most about the future. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you won't miss the next crucial tips that could make all the difference. Your future self will thank you.